Jurassic World Rebirth featured two enigmatic failure specimens, T-Rex and Mutadon. These two creatures were unlike the hybrids from Jurassic World, the Indominus Rex and Indoraptor. They were failed experiments meant for entertainment aside from the dinosaur. People may become disinterested in dinosaurs and seek something fresh and unique that has never been seen before. Did you know that T-Rex and Mutadons should have never made it? Well, I mean logically, let's take a look at the history behind them. In the film's prologue, we look back at the InGen facility in around 2010 where the incident happened. The T-Rex breached the system and escaped, followed by the evacuation of the island. So that means T-Rex and the Mutadons were created a few years before the incident. We also have seen some failed creatures in the past, like the two-headed Mutadons, and somehow these two surviving mutants made it, but there was no logical explanation of it. Creating deformation creatures that never existed should have never made it. It must have been painful for them to have an unnatural shape, and they did know their existence and what they were. Now let's take a look at the Indominus Rex. Although it was considered as a successful hybrid, it didn't know itself and which part of the food chain it took. You know, when it escaped the paddock and started killing anything in front of it, even for sport. So it didn't eat them. I suppose that the mutants would have put all species on uh, Isla Saint Hubert into extinction and just left themselves, and eventually they will die from the unavailability of food source. Even before that, these monsters should not have made it. I mean, they should have died at a very young age because it should have been impossible to make something like them alive. Aside from that, the physical looks of T-Rex and Mutadons were unbalanced. T-Rex with a shape like that would be difficult to move. The head seems heavier than the rest of its body, and its spinal cord should have been too weak to hold that form. Not to mention the tail was very thin and short. Well, it does hold its weight by strong arms and helped it to move quadrupedally. Uh, and despite its deformity, it would make it unbalanced. The Mutadon, on the other hand, had a raptor base with longer arms and pteranodon wings and put much weight around the neck and chest. But here is the mistake. Although it had wings, it should not be able to use them to fly, despite its heavy built raptor base. It would have been difficult for it to fly. So that's all the problem with the mutants, which I suggest should not have made it till recently. It was out of logic and poorly designed. I mean, it does look monstrous and scarier, but I would laugh at it. This was such a main mistake in Jurassic World Rebirth, as I completely disagree with using them in the film. So that's all. Some kind of brief analysis on the mutants of Jurassic World Rebirth. Well, it's just a part of the movie, so it's not real. Some things like this uh, maybe just like it's fictional, and people can just be creative with something unlogically, but I just do a little analysis based on comparing with of the previous film, and um, logically, of course. So if you really enjoy this, um, please give it like and subscribe for more content like this, and also take it easy. Auf Wiedersehen.